Good morning, good morning, good morning. Obviously it's probably not morning when you're watching this video. However, it is my morning. So good morning. Yesterday we chatted about open houses and how to schedule it on the Northwest MLS. And today I wanted to kind of get a quick chat about what I do. Obviously, I shower and I put makeup on and I get dressed and look professional. I don't go in my morning robe. So that's step one. Step two, um, really, there is no right or wrong way to do an open house. Well, I suppose there is a wrong way. One of the wrong ways would be just to stand there like a statue and not even talk to anyone that comes in. However, there are a couple of tricks. Now, I did not come up with this method on my own. I have been listening to a ton of podcasts. So, Confessions of a Top Producing Real Estate Agent is one of my favorite ones. Tom Ferry is another favorite one that I like to listen to. I also have read a few books like Ninja Seller and stuff like that. Next week, we will be talking about all the resources, but those are just a few of them. One of the big things that I do is I schedule it during like a time I know most people will be out. So Saturday, I normally schedule it from 11 to 1. I only do 2 hours. I do not do a 3 hour or 4 hour or all day open house. The reasoning being that I only do 2 hours is because a lot of people who are actually serious about purchasing a house or serious about doing open houses will look at the times and schedule their day around it. Now, if it is a popular home and they really want to go look at it, they will make sure that they go to that house. And if it is all day long as an open house, then they'll schedule other ones that are timed and go, we'll get to that one eventually. And guess what? They won't get to it because they won't realize how tiring it is to go look at houses. And they'll just be like, oh, well, we went and looked at all the other open houses. Who cares? But if you have a small time window frame for them to go and it's a popular house, they will go to the open house. So that's one of my tricks that I do. Also, when it comes time to scheduling, make sure that if you're doing an open house on a Sunday, don't do it during church time and don't do it during the time like after church that people will go and have meals. So afternoons are the best on Sundays, not the mornings, but mid-morning afternoon is perfect for Saturdays. You can also do Friday evenings. I've had luck on Friday evenings as well, but not a lot of people are going to be going out. Your best luck is Saturday afternoon or Saturday mid-morning. So my favorite time is the 11 to 1 slot. I don't do anything in the morning myself. I am not an early riser. I obviously don't get ready. It is 10 a.m. right now and I am still in my robe. So yeah. Also, one of the things that I do, and this might seem really counterintuitive, but I do not bring business cards with me. I know that sounds absolutely crazy. For me, business cards is kind of a lazy excuse of giving information, and people, when they're serious and want your information, they'll take your business card and then it's up to them to call you. And most of the time they'll take the business card, they'll put it in their dashboard of their car or the cup holder or whatever, and they will not reach out to you. I've had that a bazillion times. So when you don't bring business cards and they ask for your information or your business cards, I always say, I'm so sorry, I just ran out. Let me take down your information. I'll send you a text right away. And that way you have it as well. Or I'll give you a call and take down their information because now you're in control. You give them the business card, they're going to forget about you. But if you say you forgot your business card, even though you probably have a bazillion inside your car, it's the perfect way to grab their information for you to put them in your CRM to keep up on them or to continue the conversation. So that is one of the big tricks that I have learned and that has actually worked for me. I got a seller out of an open house. They came in, they were a next door neighbor and they asked for my business card. I said, I'm so sorry, I don't have them. I was also a brand new agent. and didn't have any business cards. And I said, let me take down your information. Actually, let's just go ahead and schedule an appointment right now. I have my calendar on me, and we'll schedule that appointment to look at your house and to do kind of a buyer's or a seller's consult. It worked, and it established authority. It established the confidence in them that I knew what I was doing. I already scheduled the appointment, and I just closed on their house yesterday. So it works, I promise. Another tip that I have is buyer and seller's guides. I have them. I don't have it printed out right now, but if you are one of my agents, you have the template, and I print it out and I spiral bind it. And I have a buyer's copy and a seller's copy sitting right next to me. And people will come and I'm talking to them and they'll go, what's that? I was like, oh, those are my buyer and seller guides. Well, can I have it? Well, I'm sorry, these are just purely 100% for my clients that I work with. I would love to be able to give it to you. I just wanted to bring examples here so you know what I offer as an agent. And they'll kind of look through it and they'll be like, oh, okay. I could set up an appointment right now if you would like. I bring them to all of my appointments. You would get a customized copy just for you. And they're, oh, not right now. And then guarantee later on in the open house, they'll come back. I really want one of those copies. Can I get that information? Can we set up those appointments? That has happened twice for me. So that's another big one that I like to do. Another thing is when it comes to open houses, I do not bring food. I do not bring water. I don't bring anything like that. An open house is to look at the house. It's not a party. Most of the time, people don't even like grab that stuff, especially during COVID times. They're not going to want to grab the cookies or any of that. I think it's a waste of money for you. You end up bringing all that stuff back with you anyways. It's not selling New York or selling LA. We're not holding these big broker parties or anything like that. We're in a seller's market. The house is going to sell. If you are a type of person who really wants to like throw a party atmosphere and be the fun agent stuff, more power to you. Me, my value that I bring during an open house is me giving them the information, being upfront, being honest, and just being myself. I don't need cookies to obtain clients, but that's just my personal take on it. I know agents who love bringing candy or cookies or bottle of water and stuff like that, but it's been a waste of money for me. And so I personally don't do it. Also, when you're at an open house, when you are actually talking to a client that potentially could be a lead, don't stop talking to that client. Follow them around, continue answering questions. There might be more people walking through. Obviously, hey, welcome to the open house. I'll be with you in just a few moments. Reach out if you have any questions. I'm the agent holding the open, and continue talking to that client. Give them your full attention, because nothing is worse than trying to go from person to person to person. Give that full attention, because it will let them know that you're an agent, even if you're busy and you have multiple people, that you will give your full attention when they are your clients. So that's what that, for me personally, what that represents. The next thing is always, this is a hard one, because open houses go differently each time. And depending on what house you are in, you most likely, because of last week's video, you're going to choose a house that's going to be popular on the MLS. You know, a ton of people are going to be coming in. If someone says, I'm not interested, don't keep pursuing. Just don't do it. Don't waste your time. Sometimes I'm standing in the kitchen and I'm kind of, oh, let me know if you have any questions. And then as they're walking out, I will go, is there any questions that you have? What did you think about the house? What are some things that you didn't like about the house? Get them kind of talking in regards to that. Most importantly, be 100% yourself. Have confidence when you're there. You are the subject matter expert at that house. You need to know exactly what is happening with that house. Call the listing agent the day before or the morning of. Ask them, hey, I'm about to do your open house. Do you have any offers in hand? If they do, ask them what those offers look like. Are they competitive? Can you give me more information? Obviously, I'm not going to be giving that information directly to the clients. However, people are going to ask, do you have any offers? Do you know how popular this house is? Are we going to be in a multi-bidding situation? They're going to want to feel it out. So know that information. Definitely do not look dumb when you're standing there. Nothing is worse. And you will not get clients if you do not know the answer to the house that you are standing in. People want someone who is knowledgeable, not someone who is twiddling their thumbs and is just a ornament sitting in the house. If it has an HOA, know exactly what the CCRs are, know exactly what the HOA includes. Is it just road maintenance? Is it sidewalk maintenance? Is it yard maintenance? Is it amenities inside of the community? Know it. Nothing is worse than not knowing that information. Recently went with my clients and we happened to stumble upon an open house and they wanted to look at it. As an agent, I try and avoid going to open houses with my clients. I like to schedule private showings. However, we walked into this open house and I asked the agent, I said, hey, we just stumbled upon this house. I haven't looked in the MLS. I don't know any information about this house. Can you tell me about it? He had no clue. And I looked at him and my clients looked at him and I was like, okay, so you don't know what the HOA is? And he's like, no. I said, okay, how much is the price? Oh, I don't know. Okay, do you know what the taxes are? Nope. Do you know anything about this house? Nope. I'm not the listing agent. I'm just holding the open house. And when we got into the car, my clients just ripped him a new one, obviously not to his face, but while we were in the car, and we're just, how is he going to get clients? Don't be that guy. Know everything about that house. Recite it. Pretend it is your listing. That's why it's so incredibly important to talk to the listing agent prior to going and knowing everything. You want to know who the neighbors are, what their relationships were. You want to know what's close by. Is there a school? What school is it? What is that school rated? You want to know literally everything, because once you have established that you're the subject matter expert, people are going to want to work with you. So those are my tips when it comes to open houses. Have fun with it. Sometimes I play music. Just be yourself. That's all. All right. Hope that tip was great. Next week, I am going to chat in regards to what resources as a brand new agent that I listened to. I mentioned them at the beginning of this, but I will have more information next week. Enjoy.